All right, what's up, y'all? For this past few days, I've been having like a lot of introspection, and I came to realize that insecurity itself, being insecure, all that, it's all bullshit. And before you go, what the hell you talking about? Before you do that, let me explain this. When someone is insecure about something, oh, not even say that. I'm gonna say where every one of us are born, right? Into society, into this world, when we are all babies. Why does it seem like when we're babies, we don't care about what people think? You literally will see a toddler go up to anybody they see with a free spirit. They got a free spirit. They're a clean slate. So they don't care what people think. And then you take a person, even and then you take a teenager, right? Teenager, why do we become insecure? Why do we start to be like, oh my God, I'm ugly, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the other? Why does that happen? It's because something in your life triggers you to be that. It triggers you to be that way. For example, you got a yam on your face. You got a big nose. You got a big nose, right? When you're young, you don't know you got a big nose. For your whole life, you don't know you got a big nose. But the second you get to middle school, now everybody's like, oh my God, you got a big nose. Get that yam off your face. You see, like, it's all that. It's all that BS. Like, and then now you go from being this kid who doesn't care, who's just carefree in this world, who doesn't care what people think, who's chill, loose, right? And then now you curl up into a box, you get tense, you get social anxiety. When you're a little kid, do you really have social anxiety? I need to see an example of somebody who's younger than 10 years old with social anxiety. I never see it. Elementary kids are the most like rambunctious kids in the world, but when you get to middle school, that's when people start to get social anxiety. They start to they start to doubt themselves. And why is this? Why do kids start to doubt themselves when they go to middle school? Middle school, people start to make fun of them. But people start to be like, "Get that yam off your face!" Like they start to make fun of them, and so they start to feel subconscious. Why would you feel? How would you be insecure or feel self-conscious if you don't have an input? There's nothing like insecurities don't happen by mistake. It happens when you're judged a lot, when people come at you a lot, people make fun of you a lot. That's how that happens. Most so-called ugly people, they don't know that they're ugly until people start making fun of them. And so the world starts looking at them different. Insecurity is literally how other people perceive you. You feel like people are not going to perceive. What does insecurity even mean? So I just looked up the actual definition on Google. I didn't want to make any assumptions. So I just looked up the actual definition. In the definition, it says being insecure means not firmly fixed, or it means that you're uncertain. It's uncertainty. So you're not certain that people are going to perceive you in a good light. You're not certain that you will be liked. It's uncertainty. It's uncertain that you're good enough, that you're performing enough. That's what insecurity is. You could have insecurity about your face. Well, I'm not certain I'm attractive. Like, you're not certain you're attractive, or you're not certain. What's the word? I'm getting all messed up. It's just basically uncertainty, right? That's what it is. And there's a bunch of that in this world right now. There's a bunch of kids who's feeling like they're not good enough. They're not tough enough, not this enough, not that enough. Literally, insecurity means you're not this enough. Even people who are super loud, right? The most loud, big, muscle-bound people who hit the gym every day, 7 days a week. Have you seen clavicular, like, right? It's looks master guy, clavicular, right? I believe those are the most insecure people, because look at how clavicular acts. Clavicular, he's all worried about his, I don't even know the technical words. He's always worried about his jawline. He wants to get a double jawline surgery. He's oh my God, I don't look look like a Giga Chad because my my tilt of my eyes is a little off. So I'm not man enough because my uh I forgot the word, bro. But um it's embarrassing, bro. Imagine feeling like you're not man enough because your eyes are not tilted exactly in a perfect, it's not tilted perfectly, or your eye spacing is a little too close or too far away. So you're not a big, that's literally all insecurity. That you feel like you have to alter yourself in a certain way, that means you feel like you're not big enough. I believe this social media is making us all feel like we're ugly. We all feel like we're hideous creatures. If it wasn't for social media, I believe that we wouldn't be as insecure as we were. If you look at Instagram, right? Somebody goes look on Instagram, they see the Instagram baddies. They're like, oh my God, man, I can't pull her. She's so bad. Oh my God. Like, oh my God, she's too good for me. I don't look it enough. I can't pull her because I got a big fat yam on my face.
Get that yam off your face, nigga.
Oh my God, bro. It's just, bro, what has society turned into now? What has society become? Now we're over here all uncomfortable about ourselves because maybe our nose is slightly a little big, or your lips is a little puffy a little bit, or, you know, it's something you can't control. And then now people feel like they need to waste a couple bands on surgery that they need to do that. Oh my God, I can't speak. They're going to need to get surgery on something that they can't control and then get it again and again and again and again and again. When they could simply just avoid the entire thing in general and just learn to love themselves. Just learn that, I'm not even going to say overly self-righteous. I'm just going to say, like, learn to accept who you are and how you look, and make yourself look as good to the best of your abilities. I'm going to say, if you feel like you need to get surgery on your nose, yo, bro, that means you're saying the way you naturally look, your natural face is not good enough. That's what you was born to look like. That's what you're supposed to look like. And now you want to surgically change your lips, or I can understand if your lips are a little deformed, or your nose is a little deformed, and you want to surgically adjust it so life is a little bit more comfortable. But to feel like that you need to completely alter your face and put fillers in it, lip fillers, and adjust the nose, if you feel like you got to do all that, yo, you're never going to be happy. Because at the end of the day, no matter how good you think you look, you're still going to be like, yo, I needed surgery to look like this. I don't naturally look like this. You realize you always pale in comparison to a natural beauty, right? You would never be on the level. If you feel like you need to do surgery to look good, you would never be on the level of a person who's naturally beautiful. That's just what it is. Sometimes it's okay to accept that some people in this world might just look better than you. I'm not saying that sit there and just not do anything. I'm saying, like, I feel like the most underrated thing is having a good personality. Well, looks is very important, right? We all like people who look good, obviously. I'm not gonna be some saint who says, oh my God, personality over everything. Obviously, I'm gonna go for a girl who looks good, right? Vice versa, right? I was just saying that having a good personality will help you a lot. I just think that people forget that you could develop charisma. There's a lot of good, so-called good-looking people who have no charisma, no personality.
What, so you wanna kick us sometime off stream?
Probably, I think we're just friends.
Nothing of actual substance to actually talk about. If you look at a lot of these IG baddies, you would notice one thing. They all only care about one thing, and that's looking pretty. That's all they care about. They have no real interest. They have nothing. Like, if you ask them what type of hobbies they do, they're probably gonna be like, oh, I just stay at home. I just watch movies. And you ask them what type of TV shows they watch. 9 times out of 10, they probably only watch love shows. And then there's gonna be a sprinkle of them who actually watch a little bit of something else. Probably like watch anime or something like that. But if you really look at it though, it's all shallow. I just think that if you can never look beyond shallow and you can never see beyond like the small stuff, then something as simple as maybe your nose being a little too big or a little big, not looking conventional, maybe something like that, not looking conventionally attractive, right? You will look at that and just be like, that's the end of the world. But there's things you can do, I believe you can do to look mildly attractive. There's certain things you could change. Like you could change your hair. You can, work out a little bit, which I know I got to do clearly, but you probably can make sure you speak more clearly, project your voice when you speak. There's small things you could do that I think that can completely change your life. You don't even look, nobody, I don't even think you even got to look at like a 10 out of 10 to get anything in life. I just think I just think that all you got to do is work on the things that you can work at. And you could literally be, I believe too, I'm starting to believe this too. You could be literally above 90% of people in terms of everything if you just simply work on yourself. Because most people you see walking every day, they don't really care about really working on themselves. They just want to get money, splurge, have fun. No real ambitions they really want to achieve. So I believe that if you really want to stop being insecure, I think it's very simple. And I'm not gonna act like it's the easiest thing in the world. It's very, 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 very complicated. It's very difficult. It's not an easy thing, but if you're willing to do it, I feel like you can go very far. And that is kind of why I'm making these videos, because for most of my life, vast majority of my life, I've struggled with a lot of insecurities. And that's why I feel like I can confidently understand what it is to be insecure. Because a lot of my life, I'm going to explain a little bit of my story, right? I think it'll be a lot more relatable if you understand, like, a little bit of what I went through. So you're like, okay, all right, I understand. We in this together. I want you to feel like, you see, like, I'm not above you. I got a lot of insecurities I'm working on too. And what I will say, right, is that, in my life, right, I've struggled a lot with my self-image. I'm still struggling with it. I be thinking I used to think I looked ugly, like I wasn't attractive at all. I can even show you a picture of what I used to look like in what's that grade, like 9th grade, freshman year. That picture I showed you is a picture of me from my freshman year of high school. And what I used to look like was insane, right? I was very awkward. As you can see, my pose is very not confident. And I can even show you a video clip of how people used to talk to me.
So unfortunately, I don't have any real clips of people actually talking shit to me, but this clip I'm about to show y'all, this is right after I got roasted. And this was right after I got roasted by the entire class. I don't know what they was thinking, I don't know why they was doing this to me, but they decided that it would be very entertaining for them to run a whole gauntlet on me, a whole roast battle gauntlet on me. So that basically the entire class takes turns roasting me until I completely lose all my confidence.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I know it's rough, man. It's really rough, but it's something I'm working on though. We all got our stuff though. And that's why I can confidently make a video like this, because I understand what an insecure person looked like. My hair was barely taken care of. I had high waters. My pants, my jeans I wore. My jeans was fitted terribly, and my shoes looked awkward. Everything, even the way I held my face, everything I did it just looked so cringy. And I'll admit, I'm not ashamed to say I'm still adjusting myself. I believe that this is a process that will never end. You will always be improving yourself. I feel like if you're not improving yourself to the day you die, if you're not at least trying to be better than you were last year until the day you die, then what are you on this earth for? What's the point of existing if you have no ambition to become a better person, a better, stronger person? I believe that if you didn't peak in high school, you have a lot more of a chance to become like a absolute monster. I can say with absolute confidence that the people who started as an underdog can way, way surpass people who peaked in high school. Because the people who peaked in high school, how high up can you go past that? if you were like a cornball, you were awkward, the nerdiest person in the class, I believe that you could literally, there is no ceiling. You can only go up. What ambition does somebody have who already peaked? You already peaked. Where is there to go? But if you're a loser right now, if you have nothing, well, guess what? You have high ambition to become better and stronger. Just for the fact of already starting off as not so strong, I believe you're already a step above people who appear to have everything already and have everything figured out already. But I'm gonna end it off at that though. But if you feel insecure though, just remember, man, that was something that was taught to you. You were taught to be insecure. It's not something that you were born with. It's I believe insecurity is trauma, and all traumas can be fixed. All at least worked on. But if you even got it this far, man, thanks for watching.